You can see Qualcomm stock taking a massive jump here today, up 11% and continuing a bit higher after hours. And it's based on the news that they are entering the general AI chip market in data centers. And they are released a new news here. I'm going to show you that they are going to compete with AMD and Nvidia going forward in the data center market. They are saying that they are going to release a very cheap product compared to Nvidia and AMD, and that this will be a product that will enter the market so they can basically have a lot of performance and memory capacity for a very cheap price. So it will be very interesting to take a deep dive here, what it's all about. And before we're going to continue, I'm just going to show you why I'm having this shirt. Obviously, it's celebration time. 3 straight wins here for Manchester United. So despite this being a financial channel, we need to celebrate the important things in life also. So that's that. Anyway, let's get straight down in here in terms of what is the type of product they have released. So they are saying the chip's names is going to be AI200 and 250. I like the name AI. So this will be a superior memory capacity and fast data center generative AI inference at industry-leading total cost of ownership. So this chip is all about the TCO. The total cost of ownership is going to be very low, lower than AMD, a lot lower than Nvidia, and basically offering a generational leap in efficient, effective memory bandwidth and efficiency for AI workloads. Obviously, when they write things like this, it is impossible to know what they are comparing. Is it themselves and their chips? Obviously, they can compare to anything, so this doesn't tell you anything about the specs more than they promise us that this will work in a modern AI workload. So both solutions feature a rich software stack and seamless compatibility with leading AI frameworks, empowering enterprises and developers to deploy secure, scalable, generative AI across data centers. So even the AMD MI300 series that they are still selling a bit of, but it's getting older, can do everything that is stated here. So this still doesn't tell us about how good the specs are. Still, they are repeating the news here. It's all about high performance per dollar per watt. They want to enter the AI market feeling that Nvidia is probably very pricey and want to have a AI chip here that has a very low total cost of ownership. That is the game plan from Qualcomm, and I think they might have a chance here. So the only thing we know basically is it supports 768 gigabytes of LPDDR per card. So this is for higher memory capacity, which is good for inference and obviously very low cost. But you still can't enter the market with just a low TCO, low costs, if the AI chip isn't on par with the competitor with AMD or Nvidia. Still, it's this both rack solutions feature direct liquid cooling for thermal efficiency, Ethernet for scale out, confidential computing for secure AI workloads, and rack scale power consumption of 160 kilowatt. So they are telling us that it will be an energy efficient solution here, which is important going forward. Very low total cost of ownership, built for the AI era. So the companies that can't afford AMD, that can't afford Nvidia, will still have a chance to build out their infrastructure here with Qualcomm. And I think this is just the first generation of Qualcomm here. They want to improve to be better to, in the long term, compete with Nvidia and AMD. And I think in terms of the type of market Qualcomm is at the moment in the Internet of Things, a lot of wireless, like mobile phones, etc. They have used to have a lot of business with Apple. They The market share they have is shrinking a bit, and they need to find new growth drivers here in the AI era, so to speak. And I think this is their they are trying here to prove themselves. So we don't know if these products are going to be good, if it's going to be competitive, and that's why I am not buying anything on the news here. I'm not selling any AMD on the news. That's my interpretation. They haven't shown anything. It's big words like we are redefining what's possible for rack scale AI inference, but basically they are probably not doing that in comparison to AMD and Nvidia. Obviously, it all depends on what you are comparing with. Also, once again, total cost of ownership is low. Um, so this is, um, yeah, they're saying secure. You see, there are no specs here. It's just about the news here about they are releasing the products. They are entering the data center space. It's basically everything we can find, and yeah, it's expected to be commercially available 2026, 2027, and they are committed to a data center roadmap. And this is why I'm telling you, this is the first part of their roadmap. So they want to improve, to be better, to show that they can compete with AMD, with Nvidia long term. And so you have to start somewhere. So you should not underestimate Qualcomm. They are a great company in terms of innovation. They have done a tremendous job in like their Snapdragon chips for the mobile phones, and yeah, don't underestimate Qualcomm. But just because you're entering the space doesn't mean that it's a problem for AMD or Nvidia. I mean, this space will be so big, and this is no threat in that type of high-end um, market that AMD and Nvidia are competing. This is not a type of chip that compete with AMD or Nvidia. Maybe if, for example, AMD are building some low-tier chip that are cheaper, this could be like a competitor for some of the money, but not in the the type of chip like the MI400 series. This is not that type of chip. It's a lot less efficient and lot less in terms of performance and how fast it is, etc. etc. It's not a black whale kind of chip at all. So I think Nvidia investors and AMD investors can relax. And here they are just saying about Qualcomm. So this is the release basically, and this led to 11% increase in the share price. And I think some people at Wall Street and investors might have misinterpreted the news here, thinking that they are gonna build a general purpose AI chip that are gonna compete with Nvidia, and that's not the thing here. It's a very cheap um, AI chip compared to the Black Whale, for example. For the low end market, with a low total cost of ownership, that's the play here. And that's the type of news I like to bring to you. So when you read the news that you don't sell in panic, etc. You always have to read behind the lines and don't just follow like um, uh, the big swings like this. Oh, 11%. Oh, maybe I should sell AMD now because Qualcomm is 11% higher, and yeah, they are gonna enter the market, so there will be no place for AMD. And that everything we know here, they're just saying they're gonna enter the market. We don't even know the specs of the AI chips that are building at the moment. They are just showing some confidence that they can and will put a lot of money in R&D to build the chips. So yeah, and probably some customers are lining up. I could imagine. Anyway, let's continue. And speaking about the devil, this is the latest news from AMD's investor relations, and this was a very positive surprise as an AMD investor coming out today. New news highlights: the Lux AI supercomputer powered by AMD and housed at Oak Ridge National Labs will be the first dedicated US AI factory for science and will be deployed in early 2026, and they are choosing AMD for this billion-dollar project. AMD will power the next generation supercomputer at Oak Ridge National Labs called Discovery, which will advance US AI and scientific research at massive scale. Together, Lux and Discovery directly supported the US AI Action Plan by accelerating AI enabled science, strengthening national competitiveness, and enabling secure, sovereign AI infrastructure for the nation. I mean, just read this and you will understand how important of a deal this is for USA as a whole. This is about bringing US into the future, being the leader in AI, telling the world that US is the best, USA is the best, and who are the main part here of that infrastructure. That's AMD. That's the type of company that they have become. So things are looking very good here, and they will do flagship supercomputers designed to drive breakthrough in science, energy, and national security. Together with the US government, AMD will deliver advanced computing here, tackle pressing challenges in energy, medicine, health, and national security. Um, as a start, $1 billion investments. And here, Lisa, you were saying we are proud and honored to partner with the Department of Energy and Oak Ridge National Laboratory to accelerate America's foundation for science and innovation. And Discovery and Lux will leverage AMD's high performance AI computing technologies to advance the most critical US research priorities in science, energy, and medicine, demonstrating the power of public private partnership at their best. So they will use the MI355X GPUs, the MI EPIC CPUs, and the MI Pensando advanced networking technologies. And also, this is a project with the OCI, the infrastructure of Oracle Cloud, and the HPE, that's Hewlett Packard Enterprises, and their infrastructure slash cloud computing technologies, that part of their company. I have actually been interested in investing in HPE because they are having a business similar to Microsoft's Azure Cloud and the AWS of Amazon. Is a very they are actually very good at what they do. Anyway, the Lux system will address the immediate needs to expand the DO's AI leadership and accelerate progress and innovation in the areas of AI, energy research, etc. Also, here we see that they are going to use the next generation of AMD Instinct's 400 series, the MI 430X GPUs, and this is a new series accelerator engineered specifically for sovereign AI and scientific computing. So that's a specific rack scale solutions designed for sovereign AI and scientific computing. So they are really enabling this to continue in this type of projects here, AMD. And as an investor, obviously, we're very glad that they are as good as they are, so they can win this type of project. And I think this is just that the type of project that this is like an open source project, and that's an area that AMD are very good. They're good at democratize the AI experience and having great energy efficient solutions to great performance and doing it quite cheap, and also making it open source so you can improve and collaborate on their platforms. And you can also read about it here that Discovery is built on an open source software, open standards, open science to provide the foundation for AI sovereignty. And I think this is why they are getting the project instead of, for example, Nvidia, who has a very strong leadership in the CUDA software, in maybe in some terms of the networking solutions in their solutions are very, very good. But AMD, it's almost hard to fathom how much they have closing in on Nvidia. And when we're having the open standard projects like this, AMD is a perfect fit for the US government to just collaborate, and they are having very, very good products. So the key points for this all of this is bandwidth everywhere with impressive memory capacity, global network bandwidth compared to the first generation exascale machines, accelerating science and AI applications. It's about seamless user transitions, application built for frontier transitions seamlessly. Um, More compute and similar energy. So this is more AI and scientific output, and still comparable power costs. So this is the selling point of AMD compared to competitors like Nvidia. They are bringing better and better and better and better AI, better compute, more compute, but are still driving innovation in terms of keeping the consumption of power down. And I think this is one of the selling points for AMD going forward, and why they will win a lot of projects, because there are just not enough power in the world to just power through this AI innovation and demand that's out there. So being very good at that type of solutions is essential. Anyway, that was basically what I want to talk about today. We have a lot of interesting um, things coming forward here on the channel, like a lot of earnings this week. So we will see what's up next. And obviously, I'm very happy you tuned in today. And let's continue this. What can I say? Analyze the market together. And yeah,